The world was stunned when news broke that Menglong, one of China's most beloved rising stars, had tragically fallen to his death. At first, it sounded like an accident, a heartbreaking but simple story of misfortune. Yet, within hours, questions began to swirl. And soon, one detail emerged, so bizarre and so horrifying that it transformed his death from a personal tragedy into a public obsession. The rumor that a USB drive had been discovered inside his abdomen. This single piece of speculation, whispered at first and then shouted across every corner of the internet, has become the center of a storm that refuses to calm. The USB has been called the smoking gun, the silenced witness, and the black box of Menglong's final days. It is the clue that, if real, could unravel a plot far darker than any drama he ever acted in. But if false, it is also the rumor that has dragged his grieving family and millions of fans into an endless spiral of suspicion and fear. Why a USB? Why inside his body? Why would anyone go to such grotesque lengths? These are the questions fueling endless debates on social media and in fan communities. The theories are as wild as they are chilling. Some suggest Menglong may have swallowed it in a desperate attempt to hide sensitive information from pursuers. Others claim it was surgically placed there against his will, the mark of a sinister conspiracy determined to send a message. And still others believe it was symbolic, an act meant to erase or conceal data so damning it could topple reputations, destroy careers, or even implicate entire networks. Anonymous voices online claim hospital staff noticed unusual bandaging around his stomach when his body was brought in. Soon images circulated showing what appeared to be medical tape across his abdomen. For many, this was proof that something had been hidden. Skeptics argue these could have been routine injuries or even doctored photos. But once the rumor of the USB took root, every bruise, every bandage, and every shadow in the leaked images became a puzzle piece in a larger, terrifying picture. The supposed leaked videos only poured gasoline on the fire. One showed a body dragged along a hallway, another depicted a frantic chase in a parking garage. Were these clips authentic? No official has confirmed them. Yet, for those convinced of foul play, the narrative was clear. Menglong had discovered something too dangerous, tried to escape, and paid the ultimate price. The USB, they claim, was the container of his secret, whether it held financial records, incriminating footage, or evidence of powerful wrongdoings. The symbolism of the USB cannot be overstated. It is small, portable, ordinary. Yet in the online imagination, it has become a Pandora's box. Netizens describe it as the last witness to Menglong's ordeal. Others frame it as a silent scream hidden in his body, waiting to be heard. What data could be so explosive that it had to be concealed in such a horrific way? Could it really expose a shadowy network operating in the entertainment world? Was it connected to organized financial crimes, blackmail operations, or even political entanglements? The uncertainty only sharpens the obsession. Each day, new posts appear with alleged insider information. Some claim the USB contained contracts proving illegal industry practices. Others argue it held private recordings, names, and numbers tied to figures far above the level of actors and producers. A few insist it was simply a myth, born from grief and amplified by the hunger for scandal. But the silence of officials who stick rigidly to the accident narrative only fuels suspicion. Why not address the rumors directly? Why not deny the existence of the USB outright? Fans, caught between mourning and outrage, demand clarity. If the USB exists, the truth must come out, wrote one user. Another asked, why was his body so carefully controlled in the hospital? Why was information blocked? In grief forums, fans analyze screenshots like detectives, circling details and speculating about hidden meanings. For them, the USB has become both a symbol of betrayal and a beacon of hope, that one day its secrets will surface. Yet, for all the intensity, nothing about the USB has been proven. No photo, no official report, no confirmed testimony. It exists only in whispers, in shadows, in the fevered conversations of millions online. Skeptics caution that clinging to the USB story risks distorting the truth, distracting from the pain of Yu Menglong's family. But even they admit the sheer number of coincidences, bandages, videos, contradictions in the timeline make it impossible to dismiss outright. In the end, the USB is not just a rumor, it is a mirror reflecting society's fears. It embodies the suspicion that behind every bright star lies a dark machinery. It embodies the belief that power will go to any length to silence those who know too much. And it embodies the haunting possibility that Yu Menglong's final days were far more terrifying than the world can imagine. Until clear evidence emerges, the USB will remain the central enigma of this tragedy. Was it truly there, hidden inside his body, carrying secrets capable of shaking entire empires? Or was it nothing more than the creation of an internet desperate for answers in the face of unbearable loss? For now, all we can do is acknowledge the speculation, weigh the clues, and remember the disclaimer that echoes at the heart of this storm. Nothing about the USB has been officially verified. But verified or not, it has already etched itself into the legend of Yu Menglong, an unsolved riddle that keeps his story alive, a man whose death left not only grief, but a mystery that may never be solved. And yet, the obsession with the USB refuses to fade. Each new whisper, each unverified leak adds another layer of intrigue. Some claim that the device is already in the hands of hidden investigators who are slowly piecing together a trail of corruption. Others argue it was destroyed long before the hospital announcement, ensuring that whatever it once held will never see the light of day. The mystery feeds itself, an endless cycle of speculation that blurs the boundary between truth and fiction. What cannot be denied is the power of symbolism. In every conversation about Yu Menglong's final days, the USB represents more than a device. It has become a metaphor for silenced voices, hidden crimes, and secrets buried too deep to surface. For fans, it is the missing piece that might restore justice, a digital ghost haunting those who may have wanted him gone. For skeptics, it is proof of how quickly grief can turn into conspiracy, how tragedy can be transformed into a myth by the collective imagination of the internet. As the days pass, calls for transparency grow louder, but in the absence of verified facts, the story remains suspended in a fog of mystery. Did the USB ever exist? Did Yu Menglong truly carry the weight of explosive secrets inside him? Or is the entire narrative the creation of rumor and speculation, born from heartbreak and amplified by the viral power of social media? Until official evidence emerges, no one can say with certainty. Important disclaimer: the details in this article are based on unverified rumors and online speculation. None of the claims regarding the USB or related conspiracies have been confirmed by official authorities or medical institutions. Readers are strongly encouraged to treat this information with caution and await verified statements before drawing conclusions.